proud that your defense didn't make it more saves he had to have.
Yeah, the defense was great. I think, especially at the end, that big tackle that Joey Kunkel made, that was awesome. I mean, they were good all day on set pieces, on just in the run of play, and it just never felt like North Carolina was going to break us down. So I give them a lot of credit.
The defense as a whole has been stellar as of late. North Carolina has one of the best offenses in the country. What is it about the U and the defense that's able to shut teams down?
I think we're just we're getting games under our belts, and I think that's the most important thing. And the more games we play and the more experience we get, I think the stronger we become as a defensive unit.
How does overtime feel to you? For everybody else, they're running around, but to you, is it something else?
Yeah, I mean, that's the first overtime I've ever played in, so it was a little nerve-wracking and kind of had a different feel to it because everyone's so tired. But I think the guys hung in there so well, and they put in all they had, and you can't ask for more than that.
What kind of problems did UNC present to you, and how did the team adjust to them?
I think that UNC was a very technical team. I think in the midfield they had a few guys who could really play, and I think that while they were very good, I think we counteracted them very well, and I think we were prepared for them, and we were able to adapt during the game to counter what they were doing.
The big moment of this game, just the magnitude as a whole, was this even more nerve-wracking than your first game against USF?
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, when you look up in the stands and there's a couple thousand people up there, you really want to put on and do your best, and I think it was an electrifying atmosphere, and I credit the fans for that, and I would like to play in many more games similar to that.
How exactly did you prepare for this one on a short week?
I mean, with the short week, it's tough because you have to obviously rest your guys from the game previous to make sure they're ready to go. So we did a lot of kind of just like walkthroughs and just preparing for what they were going to do. And I think that we did a good job.
You got one home game left. Talk about the season overall, how fast it's flown by, and just something that you maybe individually have learned.
Yeah, the season flew by, and I think that the biggest lesson for me is not to take anything for granted. I mean, everything's awesome, and like at the end of the season, there's going to be guys that I'll never be able to play with again. So I think that I really need to seize every moment and take nothing for granted. Even though I do have 4 more years left, they're going to fly by just like the last 2 have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.